Hey everyone, welcome to Dear Dad with Ivan and Brad. He's Ivan, I'm Brad, and we are two dads here to give you a male and a father's perspective on everything parenting, co-parenting, marriage, divorce, and being a single parent. So thanks for tuning in. Today I think you're going to like this treat that we have for you as I stutter across my words there. We are doing a weight loss challenge between Ivan and me. And so we're both really competitive, and we both think that we're going to win easily. I hate to tell you this, but...
Wait, you think easily? I don't think easily. You think easily?
Oh, I'm going to smoke you. It's going to be...
Oh, my goodness.
I'm actually going to feel bad for you. Because when it's all over, I'm like, Ivan, I told you. And anyways, so the premise is the loser, after 100 days, the loser has to wear all pink as an outfit. Shoes, socks, pants, shirt, hat if you're going to wear one. If you're going to let your underwear show, you got to have pink underwear. All kinds of fun stuff. So I know you're all going to be rooting for me, but show a little bit of love to Ivan because he's going to feel bad if he doesn't get any love at all. So what do you think about that, Ivan?
And the day will be August
31st? But
29th.
August 29th. So technically it's going to be 98 days. Technically.
Just because that's when we record.
Right. So otherwise it'd be 105 days. You got to pick one of them.
Exactly.
Okay.
So
today,
you really think you're just going to smoke me?
I don't know how else to do it, but do that. I'm just going to smoke you.
What do you plan on doing? You plan on dieting, exercising? Give me your strategy here. What are you doing?
First, I'm going to get enough sleep.
Okay.
Bad
Boom.
sleep,
I already got you beat on that.
Bad sleep, make bad decisions.
I got you beat.
Then I'm going to have enough water. At least 100 ounces of water.
A day.
When I used to work at GNC, back in the day, like way back in the day, and it's still common today to say this, they always say drink half your body weight in ounces of pure water. So if you weigh 100 pounds, you drink 50 ounces of water. If you weigh 200 pounds, you drink 100 ounces of water. So you don't drink 100 pounds of water, but you drink 100 ounces of water. So I'm not going to really stick to that because as we're going to show everybody today, we did the weigh-in. We're going to put it up on the screen for you. Maybe not.
Yeah.
Okay.
Your weight was?
286 even with shoes and clothes on. But hey, that's...
And mine was
244.
244 point something?
Something.
6? It'll be right here.
That's right. So... That's what we weigh.
And we both said that this is the heaviest we both have ever been, right?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Yeah. But anyways, yeah. So I'm gonna do all that kind of stuff. Drink enough water. I'm not gonna do half my body weight. That's 140 ounces of water, and I would be peeing all day. Anyways, I'm gonna do 100 ounces. Get enough sleep. I'm gonna do cardio. I'm gonna try to do cardio every evening. I'm just gonna do a walk, and then I'm gonna work out with weights at least 3 times a week, if not 4.
Okay, I'm going to beat you.
Good luck.
Oh, man.
Good
you
luck.
Just... See.
About halfway through, we might give you guys an update, and he's going to ask. These are going to be his very words. He's like, Brad, how are you doing that?
No.
How is it coming off so fast? That's what it's going to be.
I don't think we will do an update. I think...
They're just going to look at us and going to be able to tell, like, dang, Brad is getting skinny. What is up with Ivan?
Yeah. You are so delusional, right?
Oh, my gosh. It's going to be good. It's going to be good.
How many pounds do you think you'll lose?
Okay, in 100 days, I'm going to shoot for 40.
40. No, I'm not asking
40.
what you're shooting for. I'm asking how many realistically do you think you'll lose?
Well, I've got a ton of just soft fat and water on me right now.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to lose the first probably 20 real easy. Like real easy.
Mm-hmm.
And then... I'd like to get down to 230. So realistically, I'm going to try to go for 40 pounds. That'll put me at 246. And then I'm going to try to go to 230.
Okay.
Yeah. And then I'm not going to stop there. I mean, you guys are just going to tune in and watch us just keep melting away.
So your goal is 40 pounds.
Yes.
That's your goal.
Yeah. What's yours?
I'm not telling you. No.
It was like 22, wasn't it?
I don't.
23 pounds.
I didn't have a goal. I don't have a goal. Now I have a goal.
Okay.
Man,
I think our first 10 pounds is going to come off real quick. Like as soon as we change our diet
Yeah.
and to start working out, 10 pounds gone.
You didn't mention diet other than water.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I'll just eat clean. So my wife, she goes, honey, I'm going to help you. Yes. So
you got a whole team behind you.
A whole team.
A whole team.
She said, I'm going to take all the sweets out of the house for 100 days because I'm a sweets-aholic.
See, I'm not. I don't do. My thing is the carbs, the bread, the fast food.
Yeah.
I don't really do sweets.
Man,
I don't.
Honestly, I wish I didn't. Like, I really wish I didn't. Like, we
you
could
like
not
the candies
put a cake,
and the cakes.
Yeah, you could not put a cake on my counter and have it open there and not have me eat a bite of it when I walk by. And I would not just stop at a bite. Oh, you don't know the story, do you? Okay, about a cake. My dad's going to be watching, so he'll get a kick out of this. My whole family knows this. My mom made 2 cakes one time. She and my dad took the first one to an event. I don't know what it was, but it was to an event. They left the second one there. So I took a bite of it. I'm like, you know what? I probably should even that out. So I kind of cut a square, right?
Yeah.
Well, then I went ahead and cut it. I was like, I'm just going to just take this one strip. I mean, the cake is like, I don't know, a 9 by 11 or something. I can't remember what it was. Anyways, so then I'm like, I got a third of it gone. Then like half of it was gone. Then 2/3 of it was gone. And I'm like, I'm already in trouble. I'm just going to eat the whole thing. I ate the whole cake. My dad came home and goes, Brad, where's the cake? I go,
oh my goodness.
I go, I ate it. He goes, no, I'm being serious. Where's the cake? And I go, I ate it.
Yeah.
And he's like, don't tell me you just ate the cake. He's like, we took one to this event, and I was looking forward to actually coming home and having this one. You ate the whole cake? I'm like, yeah, I ate the whole cake.
What kind of cake was it?
I don't even remember. Yeah. It was soft. I think it had a vanilla top to it, like vanilla icing. I think it was vanilla cake on the inside, I think.
You like cakes. Have you ever had a tres leches cake?
No.
You'll find it at any Hispanic party.
Okay.
I don't like cake because it's usually really dry, really sweet. That's why you like it, because of the sweet, right?
Right.
Like the frosting is always super sweet and the icing and stuff. The tres leches cakes usually don't have that. It's just a super moist sponge. Just filled, just gushing with milk. Oh, my goodness.
You might want to bring one of those in once a week.
You know what?
To help me out.
I got you.
Okay.
Next week, I'm going to bring you a slice because you can buy slices.
Okay.
I'm going to buy a slice. We'll split the slice.
Okay.
Because I love it.
Okay.
We'll split the slice so it's fair.
Okay.
Okay.
And that's going to be the only sugar I have.
Same.
That's
me too.
That's what I'm hoping for.
Me too.
For reals.
Me too.
All right.
You're not winning. Where are you going to lift weights? You going to go to the gym?
Yep, Planet Fitness. My wife has a membership there, and she can get me in for free. So I'm going to do the Planet Fitness, and then I'll probably get myself a membership because she has the black card, so it allows her to do the massaging. And we talked about that. She does the massaging, and she likes tanning. So I've never been a big tanner. I'll tan a little bit, but I'm just like, I don't want to stand in this booth with these goggles on.
Do the spray.
Feel my body. Just sit here in this lights.
Do the spray tanning.
Yeah. No, not a bodybuilder.
The sun is coming right now. The summer's coming.
Yeah, I'll be out. We were out yesterday with the boys.
Beautiful day.
Playing tennis.
Beautiful day.
My son, he's like my oldest one. He's hitting the racket. Missed the ball twice and went into where the racket splits and then goes into an actual the net part. Ball got stuck right in that groove. The first time he swung, and he's looking all over the ball. He's like, "Where'd the ball go?" I saw it get lodged in there because I was his teammate. So I'm sitting there. I'm just laughing my head off. And the other two are over there laughing. My other son and his friend, and he couldn't find it. He didn't know where it was. And I'm like, Ethan, the ball is in your racket. And then 20 minutes later, he did it again. I'm like, wow, that's amazing. That's impressive. So
it's so hard. What I struggle with, man, is trying not to get frustrated with my kids because I'm trying to teach them all these sports. My son likes basketball. He wants to learn basketball. He likes football. He's trying to learn football, soccer, blah, blah, blah. But my daughter the same. And it's like sometimes I forget that I'm trying to teach a 5 and a 7-year-old something new. This is not a 20-year-old I'm trying to teach where they can comprehend everything and they have the best hand-eye
Right.
coordination and this and that, whatever, right?
Yeah.
And I get so frustrated, dude. But it's oh my goodness. Sometimes I just have to take a deep breath,
Yeah.
and I apologize to my son. Hey, I'm not yelling at you because I'm mad. I'm yelling at you because I want you to hear me.
Yeah.
You know.
Right.
But man, it's so hard to balance that. So
is.
hard.
It is. Speaking of competition, I don't know about you, but my middle brother, I'm the oldest. My middle brother Brian is 16 months behind me, and then my youngest brother is 4 years behind me, minus a day. So he never lets me tell him that I'm 4 years older because he was born the day before my birthday. So he's like, "You're not 4 years. You're 3 years and 364 days." I'm like, "Okay."
Interesting.
Yeah, but we had a ton of sibling rivalry, and I mean, we were just super competitive. And obviously, me being older, I was better up until a certain stage. And then there was this point where we used to play like tag and, whatever. And I just realized, like, all of a sudden I'm chasing my middle brother, Brian, and I couldn't catch him. I'm like, I can't catch him. And he just kept outrunning me. And I'm like, this is ridiculous. And now, today, he's played lots of different sports, all the main sports, basketball, baseball, football. But he's a marathon runner. He's done I think he's done a half Ironman. And then, he runs marathons. And he just qualified for the Boston a few months ago, maybe a month ago. And so next year, he gets to run in the Boston Marathon. So you have to score like under 3 hours and 10 minutes in like an official marathon race. I think it's under 3 hours and 10 minutes, and then you can run the Boston. It might be 3:07, but something like that.
Wow.
Yeah, so he did well.
That's impressive.
But yeah,
Are you a runner? Do you like running?
I hate running.
I hate running, dude.
Both my brothers tell me all the time, like, "Brad, you need to start running." I go, "I'm not going to," and they're like, "You need to." Especially my youngest. He's like, "Brad, run. Like, go run." I'm like, "I'm not gonna run."
I can't, dude. I've said this before. I'll play basketball for 4 hours straight
Right.
or soccer for 4 hours straight, but I
Yeah.
will not go run around a track for 10 minutes.
Yeah,
Or on a treadmill for 20 minutes. I won't do it.
yeah.
I can't. It's so frustrating that I can't.
Well, even when I was in my prime for like weight and stuff like that, and
Yeah.
I was doing martial arts and I was doing boxing, I would run 3 miles at night, so basically a 5K, and that's about as far as I would go. I just could not get myself to run farther than 3 miles. I was like, I'm done. Like 3 miles, I'm done. And it was terrible. Like it was like 30 minutes, I think 28, 29 minutes. Most guys can run it somewhere between, on a 7-minute mile, you can run it in 21 minutes, obviously. And a lot of guys probably average around 23, 24 minutes. And I'm like 28 to 30.
I don't think I'll ever
In my
run a
best.
7-minute mile in my life.
No.
Never have, never will.
I just don't have a desire.
Me neither, man. My thing is quickness. I'm quick. You've seen it firsthand.
Yeah.
And
When I was on my knees, like running after you in basketball, you like blew by me. You don't want that?
no, like,
I know, I'm just messing with you.
well, I did smack everybody in basketball too, first of all. I was talking about the boxing.
Oh, yes.
You
Yeah,
know,
Yeah.
that's what I've always just been, just quick. Or playing basketball too, cutting, and always just quick.
Right.
I'm not fast, but I'm quick.
Yeah,
You know,
that's good.
and that's why I don't like running, man. Like it's again a mind thing. Your legs start to hurt, your foot starts to hurt, the shin splints, but it's all in your head. Like you should be able to push through all of that.
To a point, I do believe that, like, if you are, for instance, my weight right now, and I'm going to try to go out and run, that's a lot of pressure on my hips, my knees, my vertebrae on my back, my ankles, and even professional runners who weigh like $160 or $180 and they're just really good at running, they have foot problems. They have all kinds of problems.
Yeah, but that's because they've been doing it all of their
Right,
lives. It's not
right.
because you haven't been running all your life, so
No.
you can't say it's injuries from running for so long. This is just injuries because of the shape we're in, both of
Right,
us.
right.
I know what you're saying. Yeah. But then at the same time, that might just be our minds. Like, oh, my hip's starting to hurt 10 minutes into the run.
I better sit down.
Actually, no, it doesn't hurt. It's just my mind is.
Right.
I think we had this exact same conversation already on here.
Yeah,
It's just our mind,
Yeah.
telling us, hey, you've done this for 10 minutes. Your hip hurts.
Yeah.
You should stop.
Yeah.
It doesn't actually hurt. You're just trying to find those
Or it's
excuses.
uncomfortable.
Yeah.
I mean, we think it should feel like, hey, if I'm walking in a mall looking for clothes, this is how my hip should feel.
Yeah.
And then we take off running, and you're like, my hip doesn't feel like that. And it's like, yeah, it's just probably tension, tight, stuff like that.
Yeah.
But
It's hard being fat, man.
It is. It is. I'm happy, though. I always have
Being fat?
No, I'm just happy in general. Like, I tell my wife, because she's worried. She's like, are you getting heavy because you're not happy? And I'm like, no, I'm happy. Like, I'm enjoying life with you. Like, we like to go out and eat and just, have desserts and
But when you
meals.
see yourself in the mirror, are you happy?
Oh, no.
Okay. So
Yeah.
so overall, you're
My lifestyle, I'm
your
happy.
your life is good,
The people around me, the job, all that kind of stuff, I'm happy.
but you don't find it affecting your mind, your overall happiness.
I think it would. I think it does. I think like there's days where I'm just kind of sitting in the car by myself, or I'm just, like
Getting dressed.
yeah, and I'm just like, man, I'm just heavy, or I get out of the shower and we got this big mirror that
Look
looks
in the
right in front of me,
mirror.
and I'm like,
Yep.
you gotta be kidding me, dude.
Yeah,
is that
man.
you? Like, who is that dude over there?
Yeah. I
So,
hear you.
Yeah,
It's definitely affected me negatively as well. Just my everyday, my mind, my stress, and I don't know. Like, I'm a confident person in general, but deep down, you have your issues, right? But
I heard someone say one time, inside of every man and inside of every woman, there's a little boy and a little girl who lives inside them. And that person can get hurt and have the insecurities and, be confused and all these other things in life because, that's just how we are. You enter a new room with new people. You're kind of like, depending on your mindset at the very moment, are you going to take over as an adult, or are you going to allow the little kid inside you to get scared and be like, I don't want to be here. You know what I'm saying? And, so I feel like sometimes when we look at ourselves and we feel like bummed out or whatever, we're just like, we want to pout instead of just being like, dude, you got fat. Go do something.
yeah. Oh man, you could lose this so bad, man. You just gave me some extra motivation today.
I want some motivation because I need competition.
You
and
need
right
it.
now I don't think you were competition, so I'm hoping that you're going to turn it on.
I think we should give each other weekly updates, just you and I.
Yeah.
We'll leave the 100-day surprise
To the audience.
to the audience.
Okay.
You and I can give each other weekly updates,
Okay.
though. Here. We'll
Right.
do it here.
Okay. That sounds good.
And yeah.
I like it. So speaking about that competition, I
Again.
kind of started getting into it, and then we went back to the weight
It's
loss
okay.
thing.
Yeah.
That's how it goes. But like I was saying, my brothers and I were really super competitive, and then there was a point where I just started noticing they were starting to surpass me, and so my middle brother Brian was like surpassing me in sports, and then as we got older, like probably into our late teens, I would say my youngest brother when he was in his late teens, and I was in my early 20s, and then as he entered into his 20s, he just started getting stronger and stronger, and he's more stocky in general, but that doesn't take away from his strength. Like, he's just super strong, and he fluctuates. So sometimes he's trying to get really beefy and just big and strong, and then other times he's trying to train for like a Ironman or a marathon to run with my brother Brian. And when he's doing that, he starts slimming down quite a bit. But he's a workhorse. He's definitely the strongest out of the three of us as the youngest brother. And my brother Brian is, I would say, as a general rule, probably the most athletic, as in like he can play ball and but Tim's super athletic also. I can't really take anything away from him.
Who's the bald one?
That is Tim.
Tim, okay. And that's
Yep.
the car guy, right? Car
Yes.
salesman?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
That's awesome. Yeah, man. He looks to be the one in the best shape,
Yes.
Yeah.
I would say
not
best shape,
you.
like strength. Yeah, not me. My brain is probably stronger, like a whole lot stronger.
So you think you're the smartest
No.
of the three?
I just read more than they do.
Who's the smartest of the three?
I would say Brian.
Yeah.
Brian, he went on to college, got his degree first. I waited a while before I went back to college, and then I got my 4-year degree. Tim never he started school, college, and he's like, you know what, I'm better at sales.
And then you started making money.
And
What's your degree in?
business administration and, and business management.
Cool,
I think
cool.
administration for associates and business management for bachelors.
That's great.
Yeah.
Did you guys ever get in actual fist fights?
Yes. Yeah, especially when we were younger. Like, yeah. But it was always like a real quick type fight. It was just like boom, boom, or they would hit me with something and then take off running, like a hockey stick or a fire poker
But
or
like
something.
hit you for real, for real?
Tim
Yeah.
hit me for real, for real. I pushed his button. We were in an argument. I said some things I shouldn't have. And he was just like, wham! He smoked me right in my nose and caught my bone. And so I just started bleeding right down my nose on the outside, down my face, and he was gone. He locked himself in a room real quick. And we were in our 20s, early 20s.
Oh, you guys are older.
Yeah.
Holy cow.
Yep. And we got into a pretty good fight. And Brian and Tim have gotten into a fight before, at least one. They were at the same company. They were working at this Mr. B's pools or something like that. And they both got into like this outside fight on the parking lot right there in front of everybody, wrestling and stuff. But and then Brian, if you ever meet him, he will say, "Hey, Brad, remember that time I swept you?" Because I've always been the martial artist. And this one time we were in our backyard. I was running at him, and all of a sudden I went to do a high kick, and I guess I telegraphed it, and he saw it. He, dropped down and swept my leg as my other one was going up into the air, and I just left the ground, landed on my back, and he was like,
Oof.
boom, gone. And I was like, oh, I just got swept. So now, no matter what, if conversation ever comes up in our family where who's the strongest, who can beat who up, or whatever it is. And usually it's my sons who instigate it. They're like, Dad, can you still beat up our uncles and stuff? But Brian will always say, hey, Brad, remember that time when I swept you? So it's kind of a funny thing.
That's funny.
Yeah.
That's cool. Me and my brother, we don't, my brother Johnny, he's 10 years younger than me, so we never really got into it.
Yeah.
I think there's been maybe like a handful of times where he's tried to buck up to me.
Okay.
But I'm never going to hit him because I know I would hurt him really bad.
Yeah.
Even now, because even though he's 17 right now, he's about my height and stuff. He doesn't have the strength.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't have the skill of fighting or anything. So I know that if I were to actually hit him, I could really hurt him. So I never would. I never have. I never will.
Yeah.
And just because that's a crappy thing to do, and I would never do that.
Right.
It's different with him and I than with you and your brothers, where you guys are just a couple years apart.
Right.
And,
yeah. True.
But yeah, we have never gotten into it like that. And as far as rivalry goes, in general, we never had anything because we're so far apart in age.
Mm-hmm.
I'm doing something completely different at every age. Every stage of our lives are completely different.
Oh, okay.
Like
when you were 17 and now
he's
he's 17. So yeah, but I'm saying that now that he's 17.
Yeah.
Or you're talking about when you were 17, he was 7. You're doing completely
different things.
Right.
So
okay.
It's not. I can't even take him with me. I would take him with me places. Well, not when he was younger because I had to, but
But his interest wasn't there. I mean,
yeah,
if you're gonna go play ball with the boys, he's gonna sit there on the sideline and watch or play on his phone or whatever.
Exactly. Yeah. And it's funny because every time, when I would go out, out at night, he'd always ask me, can I go with you? When he maybe, even now, he'll ask me, can I go with you? I'm like, no, dude. You can't get in anywhere I go.
Oh, okay.
Or maybe I'm going to go see a lady friend. No, you can't. He doesn't understand. He has never understood those things.
Yeah.
But that always cracks me up when he tries to ask me. But I don't know if he does it seriously or not, but. Yeah, man. Now, my kids, that's a whole different story.
Are they super?
They're just very competitive about everything.
So, when they're outside playing, they're, trying to beat each other all the time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And my daughter, again, she's a savage.
Yeah.
She doesn't care.
Right.
And my son frustrates me because he often loses to my daughter in things.
He's 2 years older.
Yeah, he's 2 years older, and he's a boy.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it comes down to, it could be either two things. One, he just sucks at those things and she's better. Okay? That's one option.
That's one option. Okay.
Two, I think the other option is, or the other possibility is that she is really good at stuff and she's really strong for her age, and he comes down to her level.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I think deep down he doesn't actually want to hurt her physically.
Okay.
So like if they're fighting for a ball, she will 9 times out of 10 be the one to take it away. And I think it's because he allows it to happen.
It's kind of like, this is my little sister. Like, let her win.
But
You think that's what it is? Or
I think that's what it is. But like something,
sure.
It's something deep down in him.
Maybe he's like super compassionate.
Yeah, he would. No, he is.
Yeah,
he is very compassionate.
Okay.
But I don't know, man. Or like I said, maybe it's the other one where she just got it
better,
and he doesn't.
Yeah, he's more. My brother Tim. I mean, I would say we're all competitive. They're probably on a more regular basis more competitive than I am. Like,
with each other?
Just in general.
Okay.
Just if we go out and play. Brian never liked to lose. Like, never, ever liked to lose at anything. And Tim, being 4 years younger than me, he was always trying to keep up. So when we're outside with the neighborhood kids and we're all playing wiffle ball or tackle or touch football or, whatever we were playing, even tag, I mean, he just having to bust his hump to keep up. And so I think that drove him as he continued to get older. He just was used to keeping up with his two older brothers.
Yeah.
That when he got to his age group, he's just like, But he and I were talking the other day, and he said he remembered when he was better than his age group, when he was a lot younger. But then as he got older, people started catching him and then surpassing him. That's what happens at different stages.
That's what I'm seeing with my daughter, because she's always had to compete with my son.
Mm-hmm.
She kills her age group in soccer.
Okay.
But at the same time, I don't think they'll catch up to her, because she's gonna keep competing with my son.
Mm-hmm.
Because maybe the 5-year-olds that she's playing against now, they probably don't have older siblings to keep competing with like she does. So she's gonna keep getting better and better and better and better when her age group is gonna be down here. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
And I don't think they'll be able to catch up, especially because my daughter has me to help her and stuff. But I don't know. It's hard, man. I've told you before, my kids fight a lot. Like, they argue.
Yeah.
And I hate it. And
my oldest one always bothered my youngest one. And there's about 3.5 years between the two of them. But he just would never leave him alone. Like, always took his toys from him, always wanted, the bigger piece of whatever we were serving. And at the time, it was cool because my youngest one always wanted the smallest piece, because it was like, it reminded him that he was the baby. So he's like, I want the baby piece. And so the two of them would banter, but more or less it was Ethan would bother Caleb, and Caleb would just be like, stop it, no, give it back. And I'm just like, guys, knock it off. Like, when is this going to stop?
So you wouldn't punish one or the other? You would just kind of yell at them both?
Yeah. I'm just like, I'm tired of the yelling. I'm tired of the whining.
Yeah.
Ethan, I'm tired of you bothering him. Caleb, I'm tired of you whining about it. Both of you go your own way right now. Don't even be around each other. And so I would just separate them.
I haven't tried that.
Yeah.
I really haven't.
Yeah.
I haven't tried just saying, go away.
Mm-hmm.
I yell at them. Yeah. I've done that part.
Right.
I've yelled at them.
Yeah.
But I've never said, because I don't like that. I don't. It makes me feel weird if I have to do that, because I want them to be together.
Right. But
I want them to figure it out.
But you do need your own time apart.
Space, yeah.
And sometimes being apart from somebody or giving someone their space to think I mean, as kids, I don't know how much they're actually contemplating, like, oh, what did I just do there? And should I have done it differently? They're just going to go play a different game by themselves or do something else. But it might also have a different effect. Like, maybe they're like, but I like playing with him, Dad, or I like playing with her, Dad. Then get along, you know? But for right now, I want you guys to spend 5 minutes apart. Go do something else for 5 minutes. I'm going to put this timer on. When you hear it buzz or you hear my phone go off, you guys can come back together, you know, and start with 5 minutes. You don't need to make it 30. You don't need to make it an hour, but some people probably do that. I would tell them to go away from each other, and then like within minutes they would be right back together because I was off doing something else.
Yeah.
You know, I'm trying to watch a show or I'm doing something else. So
You know what? I don't think that is going to work for me because my kids do spend some time alone. Like my son will be downstairs playing his PlayStation.
yeah,
And then my daughter will be upstairs watching TV.
okay,
So I think they do spend time apart,
yeah,
even if it is that. But then, like, once they come together, they're going to start fighting. I don't know,
you just
man.
have to deal with it.
I guess so,
You're like,
man.
I guess I'm just gonna be yelling for the next 5 years.
I guess. I don't want to. I want them to get along. They just... I was talking to my friend about this the other day that... No, I was talking to my cousin about it. I'm sorry. My cousin. That they have not been in a situation where they had to need each other yet. I think once that time comes, they will say, holy cow, you are my person. Once my son needs some help dealing with some girls, or once my daughter needs some help dealing with some dudes, I think that's when their relationship will change.
Right. So about 10 years from now.
Yeah, man. Yeah, or maybe
Yeah.
not. Maybe some kid is messing with my daughter
Right. Yeah.
in second grade. You know,
Right.
You know, something like that. I'm not talking about like dating wise. Just this whatever situation
Right.
where they're gonna need each other's help. And I think I'm hoping that that's when their relationship turns around, and they realize that that's all they got.
Yeah. It's good. It's good to hope like that. I seriously thought mine was going to change. Like, I thought both my boys would change when they were, you know, closer to 7, and then closer to 9, and then closer to 10 or 11. And, like, they just never stopped, like, literally never stopped until, literally this past couple years. They're 18 and 14 right now. It was only when Caleb started catching Ethan in size and he could, like, tell Ethan to back off. But Ethan just naturally just has, like, this, you know, like, he just likes to banter, like to cause trouble, just for fun. He just does it for fun. He thinks it's funny. And Caleb, you know, now Caleb can kind of hold his own. And Caleb's actually been wrestling with me a little bit more. And it's funny because he's never been the one to wrestle as much. Like Ethan, like I said, I could put him in a pretzel.
Ethan looks like a wrestler, man. He's got the body.
Yeah. And I think he'd be really good. He's been talking more about doing like jiu-jitsu or possibly doing boxing. No. Did he say boxing? Yeah. He said boxing or jiu-jitsu.
We'll
and
train
so, well, I'd figure I'd just put him in a... Sometimes it's hard to listen to your dad, you know? So I figure if I put him in a class where he can learn from other people...
I think at this age it will be easier to listen to your dad.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, maybe so.
Younger, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
But I think at this age, I think it'd be
But I don't know jiu-jitsu.
boxing.
Yeah. But jiu-jitsu...
You don't know much boxing either, so.
Shoot. But anyways, yeah, so we'll see. I'm hoping he gets into jiu-jitsu because he's so good at wrestling.
Jiu-jitsu's great.
Yeah, I told him, I said, buddy, when I boxed, it's fun. Like boom, boom, boom. You know, you're dodging, weaving, and all this other stuff, and you're punching. I said, but as soon as you get popped in the face a couple good times, and you taste that blood in the back of your throat because they popped in your nose so hard, I go, or you get your bell rung, and you feel your brain like go wah 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 inside your head. You're like, ooh, that's a good hit.
I like that stuff, man.
Yeah,
that's what gets me.
Right, and he might too.
Yeah,
he might like it too. So we'll see. You know, but I told him, I said, if you want to do boxing, do it for a little while and see how you like it. I said, maybe you'll do it for a couple of years. Then you want to try jiu-jitsu, or maybe vice versa, or maybe you'll do both of them at the same time. I said, gave yourself some options. I said, I said, Ethan, I'm not an amazing martial artist. I'm not the best in the world. I said, but I've been doing it for a long, long time. And I said, I'm just telling you right now, I know what it takes to be good at something. And when I wrestle with you, you can feel where I'm going sometimes. And you can take pain. You can take pressure.
Is he strong?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, you'd be really good at it, man. I'm just trying to tell him, like, you'd be good. And so he's starting to come around, and he's looking for an outlet, which I'm happy about. And then, like I said, Caleb, he's kind of leaning towards football right now. And I said, if you want to try it, try it. I said, go out for a year and see what you want to do. I said, do you know what position you want to play? He's like, no. He's big, so you would automatically think he'd be a lineman.
He'll be lineman.
But you never know. I mean, if he drops a little bit of weight or speeds up or gets a little bit more muscular, he could be like a good linebacker or, or even a fullback. I don't know if they still run those kind of plays, those formations where there's a fullback and a running back. But if they had one where they have a fullback, then I think he'd be a good guy to bust through the line.
What school does he go to?
He goes to Glacier View.
What high school he go to?
He'll go to Emerald Ridge.
Send him to Graham, dude. No, Ording. Wait. No, Graham. Graham just had a crazy year.
Oh, really?
Graham Kapowskin, right?
Okay, yeah.
They just had a nasty football year.
Like a bad one?
No, like a great one.
Oh, a great one. Okay.
Great year.
Okay.
I think they won the championship. Somebody won. I think they won the championship.
Okay.
The state championship.
Yeah.
I think.
Okay.
I don't remember, but they had a great year.
Okay.
They might have won it. I don't know. But send him there, man. They'll know what to do with him.
Yeah. Yeah, probably. But yeah, anyway, so that's about it for the sibling rivalry. Like I said, my brothers and I did it a lot. And even to this day, if I fly into St. Louis and we're over at my parents' house and it's summertime and we're all in the pool, one of us will go up behind the other one and grab them like in a bear hug, and then we'll try to dunk them until the other one either gives up or you almost drown them. One of us is either going to drown or give up.
Give up.
Yeah, and we hardly ever give up. So then, usually it's my dad or mom saying, "Boys, knock it off."
Yeah.
And here we are in our 40s, and they're telling their boys to still knock it off.
I think that's great, man. I think that's beautiful. I've mentioned this before. I hope that one day my brother and I can be that close.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I think it will happen.
Yeah.
In a few years, once my brother gets a good taste of life.
Mm-hmm. He's out of school. He's kind of in the workforce, and
or still in college, but he's getting that life experience.
Right.
I think that's when he'll finish developing, and he'll realize that, hey, my brother's kind of cool.
Right. Yeah.
But yeah, man, it's tough. It's tough having that big age gap.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I was happy about my kids being so close together.
Yes. That is cool.
But now that's backfiring because they won't stop fighting.
Right.
My mom gives me a lot of crap for it about their fighting, but at the same time, I'm like, maybe it's good. Maybe it's good for them. Maybe it's toughening up my daughter for sure, and hopefully it's doing something good for my son. I don't know.
I was gonna say, as long as they're not actually like going like full out blows and punching each other and causing that kind of pain. But if they're just like arguing and wrestling around or tugging in war, and trying to take balls away from each other or kick them out from underneath each other, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I mean, obviously, if it gets to where like one of them's on top of the other one, ground and pounding them, then you're like, oh, okay, maybe I should have a sit down conversation.
Right. No, it doesn't get to blows.
Right.
It might get to a smack here and there or a choke or something. Just like in the heat of the moment.
Your brother's turning blue in the face.
Yeah.
Stop choking him out.
Yeah, man. All right, man. You got any dad jokes for me today?
Man. I'm always got good dad jokes. What was your friend said?
My friend said that they're all very funny.
See?
That they're really funny is what he said.
Man.
But I don't know, man.
Okay. Well, I'll try to keep it going then for your friend. Here's one right here. What does a sprinter eat before a race?
What does a sprinter eat before a race?
Mm-hmm.
A sprinter eat before a race. I don't know what.
Nothing. They fast.
Oh, that was a good one. That was a pretty good one.
You got any? Are you gonna try to pull one out?
I don't want them to suck, man.
Well,
I
they
don't want
might.
them to
You
suck.
gotta fall on your face your first few.
Okay, I'll pass. I'll pass.
You gonna pass?
Yeah, that list had no good ones. That was a good one.
Okay.
That was a good one.
Good.
That was a good one.
No pie in the face this week.
I want to challenge you to something real quick.
Okay.
Write your own for next week. You have a week
You want me
to
to
write
a
one
dad joke?
one joke.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I'll try. I've never claimed to be a comedian though, so
You get
I'll
you have
give
a
it-
week.
I'll give it my best attempt.
You have a week.
Okay.
Cool.
All right. Hey
Get us outta
everyone.
here.
So as you heard, today is the beginning of 100 days or 98 days of losing weight between Ivan and me to see who can lose the most weight. And the loser has to wear all pink the following podcast after we weigh in. Ivan, as we all know, is going to lose, so maybe you guys could give him some tips on what kind of pink clothes he would look good in. Anyways, thanks for tuning in today, guys, to Dear Dad with Ivan and Brad.
Wait,
Oh, wait. Okay. I'm sorry. I got to wait.
what are we talking about next week?
Next week, we're going to talk about discipline.
Like self-discipline or how we discipline our children?
What do you want it to be?
How we discipline our children.
Okay.
Oh,
How we discipline our children. There it is. For next week, episode number 13, it's going to be how we discipline our children. So if you liked anything today, guys, leave us a comment. We've enjoyed the last few episodes where you guys have left us some comments. Like us, subscribe us, share us, and leave that comment. Thanks, guys. Have a good one.